All right, yo, I've been trying to help out people, but I'm seeing posts all the time, guys. I'm seeing them all over like Facebook groups, you know, of all these posts of people dropping off order and then customers saying, "Hey, I didn't get my order," and then the dasher's getting deactivated or this and that. I'm telling you, I've done over 1,500 deliveries with DoorDash. Now, reason being is because I've found better opportunities that fits in my market, mainly Walmart Spark. Sitting here now, 720 about roll around, and we're gonna get a couple offers in a day, and at the same time, 250 peak on DoorDash for 4 hours. So I'm gonna take advantage of that right away. Now, I recently I seen a video of Pedro DoorDash Santiago. Okay, and I in a little bit I'm gonna kind of give some like shout outs to some different YouTube channels that I watch constantly. But I want to say this. I know that some people out there, you have more of a family. Okay, some people have kids, or some people have a normal job. Okay, I have been doing all of these kind of apps as a full-time job since November of 2021, and I told myself from the get-go, to do this as a full-time job, you gotta, actually be full-time. You got people that are trying to do that, that dollar to mile, but also be trying to make this money per hour type thing. Okay. Now, me, I personally, with my schedule, I'm from 7 a.m. until 10 at night every single day almost. Last year I probably took a total of maybe 12, 15 days off. And those were, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then there was times where I just needed it. I needed a break, needed some time off. I had other things I had to do, or snow. We get some decent snow where I live. So yeah. But I know Pedro was talking about how some people can be out here all day, every day. Me, hey, I'm doing it all day, almost every single day, and in my market, it's there's people that do it, but they don't understand the process. Okay, that they don't see that whole, they get a 38-mile batch order for $30-40. They're gonna take it. Me, I'm good. For me to take with Walmart Spark, if I'm gonna take a batch order, for 38 miles, the pay on that for me would have to be $50 minimum, and that, like I said, is minimum, because where I live, and that last drop off, I'm now driving at least 10 miles back, and so that right there, you're looking at 2 hours on top of using all that gas you use, and so many people, you want to go that dollar to mile ratio. If you're with DoorDash, no tip, no trip, no matter what. Okay, for me, I live in a very small town. Okay, which is good for me. I mean, I can get 100 1 mile orders like almost the entire day, and they could all be no tips, and still be doing the 225 with dollar to mile. But I still don't take those. Every time I see a 225 order, I'm hitting no tip, no trip. I'm declining that. Nope, I'm good. There's a difference. I'm being successful or just making money. And me, I'm telling you, with all that I do, I've stated it before, I'm making on average $3,000 a week. But again, I'm working like 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. at night, almost every single day. Okay. Lately, I've not been getting out as early, but in my area, I'm all about making sure deliveries are out, especially with Walmart. So usually like everybody gets off at 7, 8 p.m. at the latest, so there for 2 hours, there could be 5, 6 deliveries, and if I'm not on, no one gets stuff. So I stay out, okay? So that's another thing to think about. Now different markets will be different, okay? And, where I used to do Spark before, we had like 18 different stores. It was all a bunch of different towns, and there was a lot more drivers, but you would have a lot more orders, and there's times where we'll sit 3 or 4 hours and there won't be any deliveries. But my store, they can only do 20 orders per hour, okay? But me, like I said, I'm trying to hustle now. I've said it multiple times with a side hustle, okay? You can look at the word hustle in multiple different ways. You're out hustling, you're trying to work and earn this money, right? Where me, I'm looking at it more all caps, okay? I'm actually going full out there. I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm doing it the right way, smooth way, and I'm telling you, oh man, like a lot of people, like I'm dependent by a lot of people around my area. Dude, I love what I do, but like getting into the difference though between just making money and being successful, okay? Pedro says it the most, okay? So your driver Mike, I hear him say it a lot too. Value yourself and your vehicle, okay? I put $50 in gas, okay? And while I'm doing all this, I'm not just using gas, okay? You're using oil, okay? You're using your tires, your brakes. There's all this stuff to try to think about, and not many people think about it. They just think gas. Well, you're using a lot more than that, okay? There's a lot that goes into it, and not many people want to try to understand that. They just think, oh, I'm just making money, Yeah, we all know as independent contractors, for 1099s, you got your taxes you got to pay and whatnot. Think about the gas, okay? So me, I put $50 in gas, okay, to fill up, and I'm not just trying to double that, okay? I'm trying to actually prop it. The other day, I turned that, I had a full tank of gas when I started, okay, and I was over $600 by the time my gas was on quarter tank. And again, the furthest trips besides a batch order for us in my zone, you're seeing maybe 12 miles max, and that's probably the furthest that you'll get an order for, okay, where I live, okay? So for people that are talking about how, oh, you're not making money, I mean, I'm actually about to go to a busier zone here in a little bit, and where I started. And the difference is this, okay? 2 days ago, I made $300 in the entire day. Day before, I made $115. It's always gonna be different, but at the same time, I'm not looking at that how much I'm making per hour, because I'm out the whole day, okay? Now, I don't have kids. I have a lot of freedom to it. I mean, my wife, she cuts hair, so she's got her own job as well. I drop her off, and then when she's not working, she'll DoorDash with me as well. So it's kind of a perks there, okay? But let me tell you this. I focus on how much gas I'm using. You'll have people say, people, when I tell people how much I made, and they're like, well, how much gas did you use? Quarter tank, half tank. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. And a lot of people get mad at me the way I take orders, when I do that whole dollar to mile ratio or no tip, people get mad about it, okay? And we dashers, we also need to understand that not everyone actually does have money. And I do agree, if you don't have the money to tip, or you're not intending to tip, don't order, okay? Like Pedro says, DoorDash especially is a luxury service. This is like ordering room service at a hotel, okay? these people are already working, they're getting hourly, so we're only paying $2.25. Okay, now this is a $2.25 per delivery, so that you got the term of, time is money. Okay, and that's being the fact of, if you're doing the whole 225, you're going to accept those orders. Your goal, what you need to do is hurry up. You got to rush, be able to get in there, get that order, be able to get it delivered, and be able to get another one. Okay. Well, especially if you're working in a zone like where I am, I could, have all the stats, whatever, even if there's 10 dashers on, but we don't have a lot of people that order DoorDash where I live. Okay. A lot of people do. It's mainly like college students, and so yeah, it's great and all, but throughout the day, man, it's rough. It's how you Walmart, Instacart, whatever. So like, I'm just saying, like depending on your market, you might be doing this in a busier area, works for you, is good. But like I said, the money that you make, it should be about how much you're actually putting in, But especially with orders with Walmart, a lot of people don't realize. I've seen someone say that when orders are sitting for a while, that they see plus 12 is the highest. Dude, I've had orders. I've seen orders that go up to like plus 24. Okay, but when Walmart first started where I live, I had switched zones. There was no one else on this app. Okay, I was doing Walmart Spark here. I was the only one for an entire month. Trust me, there was orders to getting up to plus 24 that I seen. Okay, I was making hella money. But a lot of people just do these batch orders and they'll jump at it like, oh, it's a lot of money, And especially if you live in a busy area, it's not easy gonna get boosted. Okay, but I'm telling you, like where I live, we all communicate. Okay, and now that you got the update where you can't be signed off, see it anymore. You can't even see it when you're online. But at the same time, but yeah, with Walmart Spark, your acceptance rating does matter. Okay, and not just to be getting orders, but after if your acceptance rating gets too low, you get deactivated. Okay, so don't watch that. But when it comes to like dash orders, especially, I'm just telling you, let them sit. After about an hour and a half, 2 hours, they be boosted. I'm telling you. Now, some Walmarts, they'll they basically can't reset it, and then it'll go back to the regular pay. If a driver accepts the order and then drops it, it goes back down to normal pay. It's unfortunate, it sucks, but that's just what it is. A couple other things I wanted to mention: express orders. Okay. An express order, especially if it's through Walmart Spark, like if it's like an actual OGP or one of the pickers inside that get the order for you, you could let it boost. Okay, but one thing to know about express orders is they are the same as like shopping orders for us. So if we if like a good example, okay, I delivered a batch order one time and I was like 20 minutes outside of town, and an express order came through. I accepted it, drove all the way the 20 minutes to Walmart to get it, and I was legit around the corner to the customer's house, and then the order dropped. It got canceled because of the whole cold chain thing out 45 minutes. So it's one thing to understand that, because you might be trying to make that extra money, but if that not sure on how long that first cold item was scanned, and that's when the timer ticks. Okay, so just remember that, keep that in mind, because you could sit all that time to let it boost. You might get it, but if the order gets canceled, you're out of that money. Okay, and then you gotta take all that stuff back to the store, where you could be missing out on other opportunities. I wanted to say some more about with Pedro here, because I watch a lot of his stuff, and he's very, very, very educational. But like I said, me, I usually run Walmart Spark anymore. That's my main. That was my baby, and where I live, like I said, you're in a smaller town. If you got any small towns around you that has like one Walmart for the zone, okay, that's going to be your place to go to. Yeah, you might be a lot of, you might not have as many orders, okay, but especially if you're a top dasher, you can be doing that on the side. But I'm telling you, like, especially living here in this area, dude, I barely have to do that. I'm driving, like, when I'm doing stuff, but I live 4 minutes, okay, from Walmart. So for me, it's like super easy. I'm able to easily be able to get orders, and I barely have to do anything, okay? And most of the orders I get are legit not too far from where I live. So it's all about playing it smart, and not everyone's gonna be lucky, okay? I'm telling you, not everyone's lucky, but be smart about it when it comes to taking your orders, y'all, because I see so many posts about it, man. And I'm trying to help people. I've understood this. I got the education, okay, and so like I'm pretty positive that this YouTuber that I'm about to say is the one that helped me out the most, which is More Finance. I apologize if I got the wrong person. It might be someone different, but if it is him, one of his videos I watched when I first got into this, he stated, but while you're sitting waiting on orders, keep educating yourself, keep watching YouTube videos, watch other people, learn different strategies, okay, and find other things, find other different apps or this and that to do. And I listened, and I still to this day, I am educating myself all day, every single day, while I'm doing this stuff, okay, and I'm keeping busy, nonstop all day long, okay, so it's all about keeping busy. And, especially if you got kids or whatever, and let's say you only can go for 4 hours, so be it, it's different, okay? But think about one thing, you don't have to accept the first thing you see, because sometimes there's going to be a lot of orders, and you could accept that first one, thinking, oh, there might not be another one, I might not get another one, someone else might take it. But just think about that money to that mile. And then another thing with Walmart orders, and I see Mushi, I see him doing this all the time. It talks about, don't look at that total payout, okay, with the tip, okay, because with Walmart Spark, customers have 24 hours to adjust a tip. So I could take order all day long that shows $20 tip, and then the next day it's gone. And so you might have only got paid $8 just for the trip. It might be a 10-mile drive and all this stuff, and then all you have is that $10 to show for it. So, like I said, don't go off I always go off of the base pay. Another thing with these apps with pay, and this is mainly Walmart, okay? And it's sort of that dollar to mile ratio, but for instance, let's say I get an order and the base pay is $15, and the mileage on it is 10 miles, okay? What I'm doing, and this is how it's smart with taxes, okay? This is how you can easily take money out for taxes and have that money for gas, put money to the side. It saves you. Take that $15, and then you minus the mileage, okay? So like right there, I'd only be making $5. And so I put $5 back for taxes, $5 back for gas, boom. And then at that point, I have $5 for myself, or it goes to bills, whatever. So it's just a tip, just a little bit of advice to help you all out. I am going to cut this now because I already missed the first order here because I'm making this video. But like I said, I'm going to try to help people out. And if you guys have questions, feel free, comment down below. I have my name on here is like the same on all socials. You guys can reach out to me. I can give you advice. I even have my own guide on how I do things, and I teach people, okay? It's super easy. But I do want to give some shout outs to some YouTubers, because I don't see too many people doing this in this community. I was a Twitch streamer for a while, okay? We had a community of people who helped each other. And so I'm going to shout out some YouTubers here that have helped me along my way, that's gotten my journey going. Okay, number one is Your Driver Mike. I mean, your driver Mike, he has gone above and beyond, not only understanding on all this, but he is like one of the greatest. Like the work that he puts in, not just to his video itself, but like his skills. Like he's got the skills, and he's good at what he does. Pedro DoorDash in Diego. Again, he's one of my favorite things about him is he's kind of like one of them ones like me. Like he's blunt. He's straight to the point, and it's nice. Like he doesn't give you that run around. So that's a good thing. That's one thing I like about him. Mushy Moo. Oh my gosh, I watch like every single video, every single day of him, like every little like blog thing he's got, yeah. And I've even been doing Solana too, just because of him. Again, more finance. I'm pretty positive that's the guy. I could be wrong though, but still, he's great to watch. The gig Econ Don, another good one to watch. He's another one that's like. He's more of like, to me, like more of that exposer type person, and so, but he's got some good stuff too. Nugs, a lot of the reasons why I watch him is just because of like just his like content in general. Kind of a great one to watch as well. Paid to Drive, man. Like when I first got into all this, I was watching a lot of his videos, but a really good one to watch as well. Megan Risman, man, like she's creative. And then everyone's always commenting about like her GoPro, and she's saying things funny all the time. Like I love watching her videos. Like another good one to watch. And then the last one I'm mentioning right now is DoorDash Diaries. Say what you want, but I can tell you right now, I got the whole idea from him, and with making like my own sticker. I attached the photos. Tell you what, man, that has been great. It kicked off a whole thing for me. So. Anyway, y'all, shout out to all these YouTubers. I hope at least one of y'all see this. Again, y'all, I'm getting started for the day. See you out. Peace out. Drive safe.